I recommend supplementing with vitamin D supplementation, at least 10,000 IUs a day. And that's my cat. Okay. Hello everyone, this is Dr. Jawad. In this short video, I'm going to talk about foods to treat hypothyroidism naturally. Now, where's the thyroid? The thyroid is a butterfly-shaped gland in the base of your neck, and the function of the thyroid gland is to produce hormones. Now, if you have an underactive thyroid, which basically means if it's not producing enough of those hormones, then you have a condition called hypothyroid. Quite the opposite, if the thyroid gland is producing too much hormones, then you have a condition called hyperthyroid. But today I'm going to talk about foods to treat hypothyroid naturally. Now again, what's the function of the thyroid gland? It has many functions. It's very important in the way how your body, energy levels, how it regulates mood, the body temperature. A lot of times people who have low thyroid function, they're always cold all the time. No matter what they could do, they can never heat themselves up. Also too, heart rate. A lot of heart conditions may be based on the fact that you have either hyperthyroid or hypothyroid. Also too, metabolism. One of the main functions of the thyroid gland is to regulate your metabolism. Basically what that means is how many calories do you burn at rest? Okay? A lot of women, some men too, if they have hypothyroid, they put on 30, 40 pounds basically overnight. And they don't know why. Thyroid gland. Also too, it also helps regulate blood pressure. So you can see that treating your thyroid gland may regulate not only your heart rate, but also your blood pressure. So I always say look at that as well. Now again, what are the symptoms of hypothyroidism? Okay? Weight gain. You just put on weight without even trying. Fatigue. Also too, depression. A lot of times people are depressed. Yes, depression could be a brain thing, but also too, it could be a thyroid thing. Constipation. Are you not going to the bathroom regularly? Hair loss. Very big. Again, the outer 2/3 of the eyebrows. If you are losing the outer 2/3 of the eyebrows, it could be your thyroid. Low body temperature. Again, it regulates body temperature. This is when people are cold all the time, no matter what they try to do. Dry skin, brittle nails. Again, these are all symptoms of having a low functioning thyroid. Now again, the question is how does this happen? There's multiple causes. Again, it could be just hereditary. It could be menopause. A lot of females, postmenopausal females, their thyroid shuts down. Also too, autoimmune disease. Do you have Hashimoto's? Do you have Graves' disease? Do you have a condition where your immune system is attacking your thyroid? Also too, lack of iodine, selenium, and zinc. Now again, those are the 3 key ingredients that actually produce the thyroid hormones. So if you do have a low functioning thyroid and it's not autoimmune, increase iodine in your diet, increase zinc, increase selenium, because these are the main components that actually will make more of the thyroid hormone. Age factor, huge factor involved with age. As females get older, okay, the function of the thyroid decreases. Estrogen, this is a big component of why your thyroid gland could not be working appropriately. Because what happens is that the thyroid and estrogen, if you have too much estrogen flowing around your system due to birth control, due to estrogen-based foods, phytoestrogens, soy, what happens? Too much estrogen shuts down the thyroid. Why do you think when females go on birth control, they gain weight almost instantly? Too much estrogen, low functioning thyroid. The thyroid controls the metabolism. Okay, so again, watch out for the estrogen-based foods. Okay, so this is what my recommendations if you have hypothyroid. First and foremost, you want to exercise regularly. I always recommend to my patients, get up about a half an hour early, go on a walk. Go on about a 20 to 30 minute brisk walk every day. We have iPhones, we have audiobooks, we have earbuds. There is no reason not to listen to something while we're walking. Now again, you want to start off at least 3 times a week. You want to just get out, do a brisk walk, because that's going to actually kickstart your metabolism. Sleep. Sleep, very important. At least 7 to 8 hours of good quality sleep a night, because when we sleep, the parasympathetic division of our nervous system kicks in, which is the rest, digest, and repair to help repair the body's mechanisms while we sleep. So again, good quality sleep is very important. Also, to decrease stress. When we are stressed out, we release a hormone called cortisol. When cortisol levels are increased, it actually shuts down the thyroid gland. Okay, so you want to find ways to decrease your stress. Meditation, hobbies, go on a walk, go on a drive, do something that's going to actually decrease the stress of how it affects you, because I know we can't decrease the stress of our lives, but we could actually monitor how it affects us. Also too, very important, vitamin D levels. Vitamin D levels, I've done multiple videos on the importance of vitamin D. It's good for the immune system, it's good for the gut function, it's good for the brain function, it's good for your thyroid function, it's good for the adrenal system. You want to get the D levels checked. And I always recommend the higher the better. You have to be at least a minimal of 50. If you're not a minimal of 50, then supplement vitamin D3, at least 10,000 IUs a day, wait about 3 or so months, and then get them checked again. You want them high. Okay, so this is the important part. Okay, so foods to avoid and foods to choose. You want to avoid the foods that are called goitrogens. Now, what is that? Those foods actually interfere with the normal thyroid function. Okay, they'll actually harm it rather than help it. Okay, so again, this is just a small list. I always recommend Google the big list, because if you have hypothyroid, you need to avoid these foods. Foods like soy. Soy's estrogen, like tofu. When you have too much estrogen in your system, remember, it shuts down the thyroid. Certain type of vegetables, cabbage, broccoli, kale, cauliflower. Now, these are all cruciferous vegetables, and yes, cruciferous vegetables are good for you. However, you want to really take these in moderation. Okay? Fruits. Certain fruits like sweet potatoes, peaches, strawberries. Again, it's going to interfere with the normal thyroid function. It's too sugary. Nuts, peanuts. Gluten. Gluten by far is going to affect the thyroid, because again, what happens with gluten, it increases the estrogen levels. Increased estrogen levels decreases your thyroid levels. Okay, processed food. This is a no-brainer. No-brainer processed foods. Things like, again, hot dogs, cookies, pizza, cakes, all that good stuff. Avoid it. Now again, so foods to choose. Okay, now again, this is just a minor list. I recommend you Googling the full list. But again, you want to eat eggs, the whole egg, not just don't throw away the yolk. The yolk is jammed with a lot of nutrients, as well as the white is jammed with a lot of protein. But the yolk is filled with iodine and selenium. We need iodine and selenium to make thyroid hormone. Meats. Any type of meat, I always recommend grass-fed. Not your typical off-the-rack meat. You want grass-fed meat. Fish, wild-caught fish. Not just regular fish, not farm-raised. You want it wild-caught. Very important. Fruit, berries. Berries have our low glycemic index. Okay, I always recommend berries as the main fruit. Again, still watch the servings, because it contains fructose, which is a really, really high fruit sugar. Gluten-free grains. Anything gluten-free grains like rice is not bad for you. Veggies, again, make sure they're fully cooked. Watch out for the cruciferous vegetables, because you want to take those in moderation, but still, you always want veggies to be fully cooked. Basically, you want the diet based on vegetables, fruit, and lean meats. Again, if you have hypothyroid. And key thing is, this is key too, coconut oil. Now, coconut oil, you're looking at the medium chain triglyceride of the coconut oil, because the main thing is that it improves the function of the thyroid gland. Now, you're either going to be cooking with coconut oil, or you're going to take it in as a supplement. Start off with 1 teaspoon a day, and then you want to eventually grab up to 1 tablespoon a day of coconut oil. Coconut oil, the MCT, is great for brain function, nervous system function, gut function, thyroid function, adrenal function. It's good for overall. So, hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day. Hello, this is Dr. Jawad. Please subscribe to my channel for more up-to-date videos. And thanks for watching.